Guys, there is one thing that so many people are unknowingly doing that you got to stop doing if you want to have less stress, if you want to be able to feel more calm, if you want to be able to let go of being angry when you get pissed off and irritated. That one thing is let your stomach go. Stop tightening up your stomach. We live in a society to where everybody is wanting to go ahead and tighten up their stomach. Everybody wants to look like they have a six-pack. And if you don't have a six-pack, you're wanting to look like your stomach is flat. And I totally get it, okay? I get it, all right? I've done that for most of my life. I am the six-pack guy from before. But also, what happens when we tighten up our stomach? This is what happens, okay? When you tighten up your stomach, number one, you can't breathe into your stomach. So look, right? If I'm gonna tighten up my stomach, so this is what my stomach usually looks like. Just like that. If I walk around, it's relaxed. Now, when I breathe, this can extend out and then come back. You see? But if I was to tighten up my stomach and I keep it really tight, now the air can't travel down into my stomach. So I breathe and it stops, you see, because my stomach is tight. So what happens is the air stays up here in my chest. So now I'm breathing through my chest, shallow breath, and then I breathe out. So what happens when we have shallow breath? We can't go and release in the body. If you are stressed, if you are irritated, you have to be able to breathe and start to move that energy, start to move that tension. But if you are tight in your stomach, you can't let go of any tension because your body's so tight, especially around the core. If you're tight around the stomach, you can't have deeper breaths, which helps you be able to relax. So you gotta be able to practice letting that gut hang out. Now, the biggest challenge I think a lot of people are gonna have outside of actually being able to do this is, well, I don't want to look like I have a gut, because maybe I do have a gut and I don't want to look like I have a gut, right? Okay, I get it, yes. And everybody wants to just look the best that they can be. I understand. Now, I can tell you to let go of the, let go of the ego and just be okay with the way you look, have body acceptance, and all of that. But here's another way to look at this. When you have your shirt off, fine, go ahead and tuck it in a little bit. But if you have your clothes on, let it go, right? Now, at least we find a middle ground between the two. Because maybe it's a little extreme for some of you guys to just walk around and just kind of let it hang out, It's like, yeah, somebody's gonna come up to you and go, dude, you just gained 10 pounds? No, what do you mean, But if you're wearing a shirt, if you have coverage, practice letting it go. And the way that you practice letting it go, relax everything in your body, and you literally would need to practice this all the time. Because think about how often you are tightening up your stomach. If you start to notice how often you tighten it up, you'll find that the answer is almost all the time. Which is why most people are constantly feeling a layer of stress all the time. They go from low stress to mid stress to extreme amount of stress. So therefore, you need to practice letting go in your stomach all the time, as often as possible. So when I was learning how to do this, I would just stand and I'd have a conversation. Like if you and I were just talking right now, I would stand and I would just have my arms down and then I'd let my stomach hang out. See, right now, can you tell my stomach is hung out right now? Maybe a little bit. If you're really looking, you're like, hey, there's a little pooch right here. Right now, this is what my stomach looks like if I was to tighten it up. Ready? You saw that? Here's I'm gonna let it out again. Tighten it up. Let it out. So, yeah, you can still tell a little bit of difference, but when you look at the little bit of a change with your clothes on versus your ability to be able to relax your ability to feel peaceful on the inside, your ability to let go of stress, your ability to have your mind be more clear, your ability to have more patience, what it makes having to look like you have a little bit of gut with your clothes on or honestly off way worth the while, worth the trade-off. Okay? Because what is really more important? Okay? Looking like you have a flat stomach when you are having so much other mental stuff happening in your life, or letting your stomach go, not looking like you're a fitness model, but feeling peaceful, feeling calm, not being stressed, feeling at ease, therefore allowing your mind to perform at the highest level it can because your body is more relaxed, because you're let loose. You're emotionally more balanced because you're able to breathe deeper and you're able to relax in your body by relaxing your midsection. If you look at the trade-offs, you'll find it's so much more beneficial for you to practice letting it go and being okay with whatever consequences that you think is gonna occur. And honestly, if some people start to not like you because you don't flex your stomach anymore, you know what? They weren't real friends to start off with, right? Time to go and find some real people that care more about you and not just the way your midsection looks. All right, try that out. Let me know if this video helps. Let me know if you need some more tips on that. And training, flow60.com. See you guys.